Hyundai South Africa launch of the facelifted model year 2024 Creta. But this car stands out before you look at anything else. This matte paint effect, new front grille, new front bumpers, the wheels look very different. The matte color, the matte paint, it just stands out. We'll see a lot more, we'll get a lot more info, and you're going to see exactly what the changes are. But all of them are looking good, looking neat, looking smart, and they're lined up ready for us for today. Fun time as always, launch is always good fun.
The revised lineup, premium manual, premium IVT, and executive IVT. And the two IVTs also available in the matte exterior color, the vehicles that you saw outside. In terms of specification, the two IVT derivatives now come with smart key and keyless start, keyless entry and keyless start. The two premiums got auto up and down and safety driver window. There's a 10-inch supervision cluster on the executive model. We've also added a safety pack to the executive. Lane follow assist, blind spot collision avoidance, rear park assist, the lane keeping assist, and forward collision avoidance. And then obviously 17-inch alloys is a standard across the range with black alloys on the matte exterior color. LED daytime running lights now standard on the premium derivatives as well. And the matte exterior color is only available on the two IVTs. Artificial leather seating and also steering wheel and gear knob cover has been added to the premium derivatives. So just take in mind the increase in specification, and we've actually managed to reduce the retail price on the premium manual by 4%. So if you add the value of the increased spec, it's probably a good 20,000 rand. So call it in real terms, about 8% reduction in the retail price. On the premium IVT as well, we've got the leather, keyless start, etc. that's added to the spec at slightly lower retail, and the executive with all that safety, additional safety specifications, we managed to basically keep the price, retail price the same.
Joined by Stanley Anderson, Sales and Marketing Director for Hyundai South Africa. Stan, good to see you for a change.
Yeah, Alan.
Been a little while there.
Yeah.
But new baby for you.
Well, enhanced baby.
That's a good way of putting it. Model year 24 as you call it, right?
Correct, yes.
Creta, which is one of your big sellers, always has been. Striking. Now, let's start off by talking about, this matte paint job you've got. Because this is something very different.
It is. We thought it would be some Monday.
The weather gods are agreeing with us.
Yeah. They say when it rains on the wedding, it's going to be a good marriage. So
exactly.
This goes for our sales as well. So it's actually offered from the factory, the matte paint.
Okay.
In the black, the white, and the grey or silver.
Okay.
Which we thought would be a nice refresher for the product.
Yeah.
Also available in normal colours as well, but it is striking. It catches the eye, and I think it will get customers into the showroom.
Look, for the guy that wants the different and wants that little bit touch of different. The black struck me straight away. I'm not saying I would necessarily buy a black one, because we all know black cars get hotter or whatever, but it looks the part.
No, it does.
Then with a blacked out grille as well, of course.
Correct.
Now you've gone, this is the top spec executive model, right?
Yes.
So just, what's it, LED lighting everywhere?
LED lighting, obviously daytime running lights, which this portion of the grille lights up when you're driving.
Okay.
It's very visible on the road. You recognize it from a mile away, very similar to the Tucson.
Right.
Because of daytime running lights. Obviously the black bumper in front, the black rear mirrors, black sills, black bumper at the rear. So it's not as obvious in the black exterior color, but in the white and silver, obviously you see the difference very clearly.
Nice black alloy wheels,
alloys,
17 inches over here.
Yes,
And let's just come around to the side now. Again, executive spec gives you keyless entry, keyless start, all those kind of features.
Yeah, and also the premium IVT, or the premium auto also does have the keyless entry and start.
Right. And then you jump in. The driver's seat set for me, but you can show there the space in the back seat.
You've got lots of space. Even if it's all the seats in front, still got a lot of space. I think it's a very comfortable 4 or 5-seater vehicle, you know, for small families.
Yeah. For the family
Very
SUV
small.
category, it's really very, very spacious.
Got the ISOFIX for the baby seats in the
Yeah.
back for obviously the younger kids. Leather seats, easy to clean, very practical.
And it's leather throughout the range now.
It is.
Yeah. Okay. Right, let's pop around now and have a look. At the back again on this model, all LED lighting at the back as well. Okay, and that's only on the executive, right?
Executive.
Yeah. And you've got the whole spoiler diffuser effect over there as well.
Yes.
Now,
Rear park assist
Yeah.
and camera.
okay. The boot. Do you know about the Allen test yet?
And I've seen it about 5 times.
Have you?
Okay, show me
Okay,
again.
right. Okay, and I've left the shelf in place.
Yeah. So obviously this you just
Yeah.
lift
Okay. So how many
It's,
how many Allen do you rate this as, Stan?
at least 2.
Okay. From the man himself, 2 Allen boots on the new Creta, right? And that's what counts. Let me
Yeah.
tell you.
That's decent luggage space.
Yeah. Engine-wise, Stan,
1.5 naturally aspirated.
right?
84 kilowatt, 144 Newton meters.
And you've got Hyundai's intelligent variable transmission. Your take on a CVT, but yeah,
Better.
it's a good version. That's the point of it. You know what? In a lot of ways, good thing that you don't call it a CVT because that's just got
It's
too
not
many
a CVT,
connotations.
it's a
Yeah,
IVT.
yeah, but it works well. You in the video, you'll see plenty of us on the road, and really, we experience it's good. Let's jump inside. Okay, we're out on the road now, and look who is driving with me. Jason Wussy from IOL. My friend, we haven't
Hi,
been
everyone.
together in a car for a while.
Yeah, it's actually nice to be back on the road together. Hey,
Yeah.
this year's just flown.
It has. I don't know when we last drove together.
We've
Jason,
probably made like 10,000 videos since then, which I've been glued to because I mean they really are great.
I didn't pay him for this, eh? I did not pay him for those comments.
Shameless, no, I'm going to shamelessly endorse IOL as well.
Okay, go for it. Go for it, man.
That's fine. So
Yeah, we're in the new Creta, well, the model 24, MY24 as they call it, the facelift. So there are a few changes, not much on the interior, except interior-wise, safety, and safety. Especially in this top spec executive model as we're driving. So the engine stays pretty much the same, 84 kilowatts, 144 Newton meters. IVT, Hyundai's version of a CVT, but it's a good one. But Jason, what impresses me is the extra safety spec, eh?
yeah, there's a few of those extra active safety features that they've added
Yeah.
to this model, which I mean, especially now that it's those are becoming a lot more common at this level of the market, and with all the Chinese coming in pretty low prices.
Yeah.
I think Hyundai needed to do that. Yeah, they've also increased other area. I mean, like artificial leather seats are now standard on the base model, so they've actually have added a few extra features here and there, and they've actually dropped pricing. I think they've dropped it by just under 20 grand
On some of the models, yeah, and but
top
if
of the
you
range is 10 grand less thereabouts.
but allowed for the extra spec on the top of the
Yes,
range
yes.
with the lane keep, lane departure, emergency active braking, as a few of the extras, they probably in relative value dropped it by 20 or 30 grand,
Easily, yeah. So,
which is amazing in today's market.
Yeah, and I think especially with the Chinese coming in at such low pricing levels, it's just I mean, I think they need to do that on the one hand, but on the other hand, I mean, yes, you are getting a more proven product in this case, and especially since this is normally aspirated. I mean, it doesn't have a heck of a lot of power, but it's adequate even at altitude. If you
listen, not reflecting on your driving, but it's certainly motors, eh?
it does.
It really does. And by the way, we haven't mentioned 6 airbags in the top models as well. So just remember that. Okay, I'm going to get my turn to drive in a little while. All right, so my turn to drive. Jason, you did your shot. You had your leg now.
Now it's your turn behind the wheel. We're road tripping. We nice country roads here, but
out in the country. Who knows where we are?
Babsfontein, somewhere out there.
Yeah, somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Who cares? That's the point about these things, isn't it? That when you're on a launch, you put it on a road and you go and enjoy yourself.
Exactly.
I must tell you that, you know what is impressing me more than anything right now? This car feels solid on the road. It feels planted. It feels, you feel safe in it. I think that's the word I'm coming to.
Yeah, it does, and it's very easy to drive, and it's the CVT gearbox is not as annoying as people like to complain about it, but I think this one is not too bad overall. Hey?
No, not at all. And considering it's a naturally aspirated, not a turbo, you've still got 84 kilowatts. So you've got enough circumstance, any condition, for cruising like we're doing now, it really is more than enough. The executive model's got all the bells, whistles, functions, especially the safety, which I like. I'm impressed by that. And I've got to just comment, although you'll see it in other parts of this video, this matte finish on the paintwork. What do you think of the fact that they're bringing in the matte finishes?
It's very it's nice that you can actually get it as a instead of as a wrap, you're actually getting it as like a factory paint job, and I think that does make it a bit unique. And I like the silver one actually. I mean that really appeals to me. I mean the white you don't notice it as much, but with the silver it kind of, and the black is obviously the one that stands out a bit more. But to me the silver just looks nice. It's just
the silver. You
can see it's matte, but it's not like totally in your face.
The silver's the classier one, I'd say.
It's very it is.
But I chose the black one we're in now just because it really stands out. Whether I'd want to live with one, I'm not quite as sure.
Well, maybe you just have secret fantasies of being Batman or something. I don't know. I'm not going to probe it any further. It's
Jason,
okay.
Don't give away all my secrets now, man, please. But look, I must say, the safety spec, as I said on this car, the 6 airbags, all the different lane keep, lane departure, blah, blah, blah. Those are the important thing that I would never buy a car today that didn't have those features. I don't know about you.
For sure, and especially the top of the range executive has the 6 airbags. I'm a bit disappointed that you only get 2 on the base model when some of the other competitors are coming out even lower with 6 airbags. I think they should relook at that, but at the end of the day, just buy the executive if you can afford it. It's got everything you need, and
I think that's good advice, Val. All right, thanks, Chase. Stan, you're behind the wheel now. Let's just show us what's changed on the new updated model.
So the 10-inch supervision cluster on the executive is new. It's got the same infotainment system with the CarPlay, Android Auto, a whole host of USB charging points. Cruise control is standard across the range now, which wasn't the case before. And everything at your fingertips. And on the safety pack on the executive,
yes, that's important.
You've got lane keep assist, you've got lane follow assist, you've got front collision avoidance. And that's the big change to the executive, which I think is a great aid to driver safety.
Look, I can never promote enough safety in a car. So the more you put, the better, as far as I'm concerned. So all the safety pack, as you call it, is brilliant. 6 airbags on the executive as well. So for the family, you want your safety, you're providing that on this model, and that's really excellent. Now, just on another quick subject, you said in your presentation 6.5 liters per 100 should be easily achievable.
You got 6.6 here on your driving route.
In fact, it was on 6.4 just before I stopped.
So 6.5 is very realistic.
That's what I want to,
If you're on the highway and you're cruising at sort of 125, you'll probably get closer to 6 or even high 5.8.
At one point I had it showing 5.9. So definitely can do it. And what I like is realistic figures. Many manufacturers, no names, give figures that are totally unachievable in real world.
We always do a reality check. I never quote the factory or the OEM figures, because that's under perfect conditions, and so we drive the vehicles for a couple of 100 kilometers, general all day driving, some highway, some city driving, and that's how we get to our consumption.
Fantastic. Stan, you know what, you mentioned improved, right? Definitely the improvements are obvious, they're clear to be seen, right? And the last thing is, amazingly, and the prices are going to be in the video, you've actually dropped the prices.
We've been very blessed that HMC has helped us. We went to them and said, look, you've got to be competitive in the segment. It's a hotly contested segment with all the new entrants, especially from the Chinese market, and said, help us, let's be more competitive, more aggressive retail prices, better specification, and let's sell more cars.
100%. I mean, if you take the spec improvements and the extra spec you've put on, let's say this version, it's probably dropped by at least 5%, if not even more.
5 to 8%. If you look at compare apples to apples, and then a proper spec to spec comparison, it's about 8% drop in price across the range.
Well, that's amazing. Well done.
Thank you,
Stanley. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Alan.
For MotorMatters today, he's Stan Anderson. I'm Alan R. See you next time.